Thank you, Dana. Joining me now is State Department spokesperson Tommy Pigott. Tommy, great to see you. So you heard Ambassador Waltz there. He said, you cannot, as a matter of practice, hold the world's economy hostage, hold the world's energy supply hostage because you are engaged in a conflict, referring to Iran, and yet it appears that's precisely what they're doing.
Well, we had a memorandum of understanding with Iran. They broke that memorandum of understanding. President Trump acting accordingly. One of the things the ambassador noting just there is the maximum pressure policy that we've had on the Iranian regime, really from the beginning of this administration, even the previous Trump administration. Additional actions being taken just this week in terms of denying the Iranian regime financial avenues to fund so many of their activities. That's a major part of this. So the State Department announcing those with the Department of Treasury to make sure we're continuing to apply that pressure to deny that financing where we see that.
So far as I understand it, there is this sort of escrow account, for lack of a better word, where the United States is keeping tabs on any funding that opens up as the result of some of the sanctions that were relaxed when the MOU was signed. Is that sort of progressing the way the president wanted it to?
Well, everything here is conditions-based. That was the basis for the MOU. Every sort of release of funds or release of sanctions, rather better put, was based off of actions that the Iranian regime was taking. And so conversely, we see here that there was a deal that was struck and a deal that was broken by the Iranian regime and the president acting accordingly. And then you see, as I mentioned, the State Department and Treasury Department building on a range of sanctions here, specifically on sanctions evaders, for example. Existing sanctions that are in place, when we're able to identify those that are evading those sanctions, we can apply additional pressure to make sure that we're enforcing that sanctions regime. And all of that on top of course, the Department of War talking about the blockade that is in effect on Iranian ships and Iranian ports. The fact that the Strait remains free and open, except for those Iranian ships and Iranian ports.
Secretary Rubio yesterday held this summit with 66 countries from around the world to spotlight the problem, as he calls it, far-left political terrorism, political violence. Take a quick listen to the Treasury Secretary talking about a recent threat on his own life.
I'm going to remind everyone in this room and all the media that I was the subject of an assassination attempt February 2024 by an adult left-wing activist 2 hours after being sworn into my job. So any of you who want to report that this is a fiction and does not exist, be there for the sentencing this August.
The U.S. very painfully, obviously not alone in the fight. We just saw earlier in the week a senior conservative British parliamentarian murdered.
It really is horrifying. And I think for too long, and part of the reason why the Secretary talked about why he told that anecdote there, is that for too long we have seen too many try to excuse this violence by giving it virtuous motives, claiming somehow that the motives justify the terror we are seeing. Nothing could be further from the truth. And Secretary Rubio also going to, in his speech, breaking down the failed ideology that motivates this, but also the surge in violence that we're seeing in the United States in 2025. Anti-government plots and attacks, far-left groups accounted for more than any other group, any other ideological category in those attacks. In Europe, we are seeing far-left terrorism on par with jihadist terrorism in terms of the number of attacks. We are seeing beatings in the streets, attacks on critical infrastructure, the largest blackout, the longest blackout in Berlin since World War II happening because of a far-left terror attack. This is an attack that's this is an issue that's transnational that we need to address, and we're working with our partners to address it effectively and protect our citizens.
All right. Well, Tommy, thanks for taking time with us this morning. It's good to see you.
Thanks for having me on.
You bet. Dana?
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.